I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think I'm actually starting to like Secret of the Mimic. So today we're going to be kind of doing some talking about Secret of the Mimic and going over a few different things. I want to talk about the screenshots that came out like a week or so ago, since I haven't covered those yet. So I just want to talk about those and talk about a few other like connection or like theory connections for different FNAF games and how Secret of the Mimic can tie into some other FNAF games that you might not think it will tie into. So that's just what I'm going to be doing in this video. But before we really get into anything, a massive shout out to TheBaldwin Birds2, who made this Huggy Wuggy character drawing down in the right corner. For those who may not know, he's kind of the channel mascot, quote unquote. I'm using him in my quick take videos because I feel like it's kind of fun to have a little bit more of an, I guess you could say, animated person rather than just like my R logo spinning in the middle of the video. So he's kind of the logo, and it was really cool of TheBaldwin Birds2 to make this and draw him up for me. So just a massive thank you there. He's been a big friend of the channel since I basically started, and so it's just a lot of fun that he made these for me. So I just wanted to give him a shout out, and with that, let's just get right on into the video. And I want to start talking about these screenshots that came out because there's some fun stuff in those. All right, so I'm gonna go through these in order. This is on the Steam page. There's finally a Steam page. I was getting a little worried because there wasn't one for a while, but there's a Steam page. So I just thought I'd go through all of these and describe what I'm seeing and just kind of give my general thoughts on what we're looking at. So this first one, kind of a very obvious one. It's an elephant suit, presumably a version, if not the elephant suit that we see in the game. So we get to see it being kind of worked on, put together, and you can kind of see like some animatronic endo parts in here. Now we know in the Mimic epilogue book parts that Edwin was designing animatronics to go into the suits, or like he had the Fazbear suits and he was trying to turn them into animatronics rather than like wearable suits. So presumably that's what we're looking at here, or something along those lines, because these give me very like glitch trap vibes with like the hand sewn connection points and stuff like that. So this feels very like glitch trap era being transferred into animatronic form. So nothing too crazy, but just kind of cool that we get to see that kind of process here. And I'm sure there's like other details in the background. Like, it looks like there's like a picture there, but I can't really zoom in on that. So we'll go on to the next one. Here we get to actually see the elephant dude in full, view. He's in that hallway that we've seen a couple times with the animatronic mascots. It looks okay. It looks kind of cool. Not really much else to say, to be honest. It's just a hallway with a gate, and there's some other characters. This is the bee. There's somebody over here. I can't really tell. It's like a sliver. And then there's this person. I don't remember who this one is, but they're kind of just here. So presumably we'll get like hunted by elephant mimic through this section. But kind of cool. Not much else to really say about that. Music Man, I'm not going to stick on this one too long. I honestly think he's probably going to be the worst part of the game. Just in terms of why is he here. I've kind of come around a little bit to the rest of the game. When the trailer came out, it kind of didn't really feel like Five Nights at Freddy's, and it still doesn't to me. These screenshots have kind of changed that a little bit. They're kind of drawing me in a bit more. But Music Man, he's just a big no. Why is there a gigantic robot in 1979? It doesn't make sense. I get why there's other robots. Having a ginormous Music Man robot, I don't like it. He's going to be probably the worst part of the game for me. So as much as I like DJ Music Man, I don't like this DJ Music Man. So just to move on from that. This one, probably my favorite of the screenshots. This one's sick. This one is Five Nights at Freddy's. I think Jackie is the coolest character that we've seen in Secret of the Mimic so far. They definitely just give like a mix of the puppet with like Circus Baby and like the fun times. So they're a super cool design, and this just is cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing this in VR, because we're playing this in VR. So I look forward to seeing this in VR and like looking up and seeing this gigantic robot peering out of this vent system Oh, it's gonna be creepy, but that's such a cool shot and kind of actually does feel like Five Nights at Freddy's. Not much to say with this one. Again, kind of like the elephant standing in the hallway. It's okay. It seems a little bit too modern for me. I like the TV screens and I like the boxiness of the computer and stuff, but it looks like there's like a key card reader and stuff like that. It looks okay. It's fine, but I don't know. Not much else to really say about it. It's just a bunch of computer screens. And then the last screenshot we have here is the most interesting, I'm going to say, and potentially the most lore relevant one, seeing as there are potentially 3 mascots that we see later on in the FNAF universe in this picture, which we obviously have the hippo, who will most likely go on to be Mr. Hippo, just because, you know, it's FNAF. There's 2 hippos. There's not going to be 2 hippos. There's going to be 2 different versions of the same hippo. So I'm presuming this is Mr. Hippo of some kind, and also presumably some sort of early version of Montgomery Gator, seeing as we know Monty kind of had a similar, he was in the swamp, he had his little whatever he played. I think he played something like this. So to me, it kind of seems like early versions of Mr. Hippo and Monty, as well as potentially Happy Frog, I think is their name, whatever their name is, the frog from the Mediocre Melodies, because they kind of have a similar design to these guys down here. So potentially an early version of the Mediocre Melodies, which is something I brought up in either my trailer review or in a different video, or maybe I didn't even bring it up, but I think something cool Secret of the Mimic could do is have Edwin be the one who made the Mediocre Melodies, so they're like his version of the FNAF characters, or if he made them for a different company, right? Like, who knows? But that he kind of made the Mediocre Melodies, because they kind of stand out and definitely feel like knockoffs of like the Fazbear Entertainment characters. So it would just be kind of cool if they got introduced in this game, and it seems like at least some of them will be. And potentially Monty was a Mediocre Melodies character at some point, if this picture is going to be anything to go off of, but who knows. It's just, this one just was kind of cool because this feels like Five Nights at Freddy's to me. Like, this feels like it is supposed to be in 1979. Like, that's just what this gives me. So I really liked this one and kind of had the most to talk about, but other than that, you know, not much else to really go on in here. Like, they're all pretty non-descriptive, but also just kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else they have to offer. And the Steam page didn't really have much else on it. They have their little description here, where, you know, they talk about like the Mimic, prototype endoskeleton. They just talk about the game, pretty much most of what we know from what we've been described from the game. So alright, so initially this video is going to do a little bit more theorizing kind of stuff, so like coming up with theories about Secret of the Mimic and how it ties into other games, but I think I'm going to save that for its own video because I think there's enough to talk about for its own separate video. So I'm just going to leave this one to just talking about the screenshots, and it was also kind of a fun way to introduce the new face of QuickTime videos with the new little Huggy model down in the bottom. So just kind of a fun, as the series says, quick take video. But I do have a couple other things I want to announce. So I want to start doing a couple new quote-unquote independent mini-series, if you will. I don't know how else to really word it, but I've been having a lot of new ideas for some fun theory slash like just FNAF related videos that wouldn't necessarily fit into a discussion video or a quick take video, and I just thought it'd be a fun to start like a new side mini series that I do, where I just go through multiple different things of these topics without being restrained to the discussion video or QuickTime scheduling, which is usually every other Saturday. So some of these new ideas that I have in mind are actually gonna maybe be some fun ones. I have an idea to do a series on redesigning FNAF games, as in more like actual design, and more so the animatronics. So for example, the first video that I want to do is like redesigning the Pizza Sim animatronics. So go through and be like, well, here's a better Scrap Trap design, which is obviously going to be the main one, but then here's a better Lefty design, here's a better Molten Freddy design, stuff like that, right? And just kind of go through and have this be like a new thing I do on the channel, and maybe it'll be like a more consistent thing that we go through. But I just have had a lot of new ideas and just really want to do them. So we're gonna still keep stuff like quick take and discussion videos. Obviously they're gonna still be here, and a lot of these ideas will probably still be through discussion videos, but I think the character redesign or animatronic redesign series is going to be its own independent series that I'll start doing within the next week or so, because I just have had a lot of fun ideas. So anyway, just kind of wanted to put that out there, and that's gonna kind of be about it. Be sure to check out the live stream that's going to be going up later today. As of recording this, I have no clue what I'm going to be playing, but we'll find something to do. So anyway, that is going to be it. So as per usual, we'll do our shameless plugs. Go check them out. My Instagram is linked down below, and my channel membership is also down there. And you get some fun perks, like some fun, like, I keep saying that, cut content and videos that, I'm trying to figure out how to word it, but basically like cut content where I'll post a video and then I'll also post the additional like unedited footage of said video. So you get some fun perks like that, and another perk that you get is a shout out in every video. So here's the shout out for my current channel members. Thank you guys so much for being my members. I really do appreciate it, and here is your shout out. So with that, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this quick take video. And for your question of the day, I'm giving you 2 questions of the day. One's the main one, one's a bit of a bonus one. So the main question of the day: what do you guys think about these new screenshots, and what do you think about Secret of the Mimic as a whole as of right now? I'm kind of turning around on it. I think it's going to be a fun one, and from what I'm seeing, it's feeling a bit more Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm actually looking forward to it, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And for your second question, what do you think of the Huggy Wuggy model? Do you like it? Do you think it's going to be fun? He's the new face of quick take videos, so hope you guys enjoy that. And with that, I will see you in tonight's live stream. Goodbye.